It is the Menards Home Improvement 250. And it is Daytona week for all three series in NASCAR. And it is the final Daytona race of the season for all three series. They won't touch Daytona again until the season openers next season. But, I mean, this is big for all three series because the truck series are down to 3 races, including this one, to go until the playoffs. They'll race here at Daytona this week. Next Friday afternoon, they'll race at Darlington before the Xfinity Series later that night. And then they'll take a 1-week break. They won't race Talladega again. And then after the week off, they'll go to Tennessee, Bristol, Tennessee, for the Tennessee Mountains 250 under the lights in Bristol, Tennessee on that Friday night, which will be, again, not next Friday. But Friday the 14th in April the 14th, under the lights at Bristol, Tennessee. That will be our regular season finale for the Truck Series. So the top 10 in points will go on to the playoffs, and and anybody below that line will be eliminated from playoff contention. They will not be eliminated from being able to race, though. And we have had 6 different winners this season so far, so only 4 spots left as we are in the final 3 races of the regular season. Those 6 winners are Urbane in the 11. He has 13. Ben Rhodes with a win. Stuart Friesen with a win. Angela Rutsch scoring her first career victory back at Richmond a few weeks ago. Matt Crafton scoring a win at Iowa. And then Zane Smith a week ago at Watkins Glen scoring his first win of the season. Matt Crafton, Zane Smith, Angela, Stuart, and Ben are all locked in. Their names are highlighted in red. Anybody that is not locked in is not highlighted in red. Johnny Sauter, Ross Chastain, Joe Nemechek, and Josh Renume all sit above the cut line for the moment. And Austin Hill, Clay Greenfield, and John Hunter Nemechek sit below the cut line. So yeah, so those guys got to get it going. Austin Hill announced, and so did Ross Chastain, that at the end of this season they will no longer be full-time in the Truck Series. They'll be making starts part-time. So without further ado, let's get with the Menards Home Improvement 250. Before we start, we just want to tell you that the NASCAR Xfinity Series under the lights tomorrow night will hit the track for the Wawa 250. They will have 4 races, including that one left in their regular season. They will race Talladega. And then the Cup Series, they have their regular season finale here Saturday night under the lights. Top 16 in points in that series will move on to the playoffs at Darlington in a week. So that Saturday is drivers' final chances to get into the playoffs. Give us just 1 second, we'll start. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Menards Home Improvement 250. So Austin Hill and Urbane make up the front row. And we're going to skip the stories of the race. Here is the green flag, and we are underway from Daytona. So it's 100 laps just like the season opener, so 20 laps here in stage 1. Urbane, back in the season opener, had been struggling for a few seasons in the season opener. And finally got that first win in the season opener this season. And now, oh, a little contact there, and you see him let off immediately. But he finally got that win in the season opener, and then the week before we went to Las Vegas for All-Star Weekend, Urbane made a trip to Victory Lane here at the Daytona International Speedway, the O'Reilly Auto Parts 200. And now he went to Victory Lane in this race a season ago, actually the past 2 seasons. Looking to do that again. And he leads lap 1 as he finally pulls back ahead of Austin Hill. Season opener, we actually saw it. With 25 laps to go in that entire race, all 25 of those laps went green. So that was a good race. And now the 11's starting to pull out in front a little more. It's been a couple weeks since the 11 visited Victory Lane. Last time he went to Victory Lane was at Worldwide Technology Raceway, a week after Angela Rutsch got her first win of her career and the season to lock herself in the playoffs. And it was just 3 races ago that Urbane went to Victory Lane again. Then a week after Urbane visited Victory Lane for his 13th time this season, Matt Craftsman got it done in the Cornstalks of Iowa. And then at Watkins Glen a week ago, Zane Smith, who was very low in the points, finally gets it done. And wins at Watkins Glen to lock himself in the playoffs. And now Urbane sits out in front here, looking to go to Victory Lane for the first time in 3 races. There's only 23 in the regular season. This is race number 21, so 2 races to go in the regular season after this one. So technically 3 including this one, but 2 if you don't count this one. Oh, Urbane into the wall. We saw him brush it a couple of times. That time he really got in there. And racing at Daytona can be kind of hard because you can get into the wall if you're not careful, but if you're too careful, you can get into the wall too. Urban thought about going to Ford in the Truck Series next season. He has actually ruled that out. He's going to stick with Chevy, he said, at least for one more season. So next season he will be driving Chevys again in the Truck Series. And then in the Xfinity Series he's going to stick with Chevy, and in the Cup Series he's going to make a switch from Ford to Toyota. Next season he'll be driving the number 20 car with Monster Energy, his sponsor for the Daytona 500. And then he also has an announcement to make tomorrow morning about another sponsor in the Cup Series that will be returning. So it will be following him from the number 4 car to the number 20 car next season. $15 laps to go in stage 1. Still plenty of racing to do here in stage 1. Honestly, since it is getting down to the wire in the season, I really don't expect this one to go caution-free because it's trucks are trying to get there's trucks that have to win within these next 3 races to get into the playoffs. They have to win tonight, they have another chance next week, they have a break, and then they have another chance in the regular season finale, and that is their final chance.
That was a great lap.
14 to go. Urban brushes the wall again. Let's talk about Urban's struggles at Daytona. So his rookie season in the Truck Series, they didn't even have their season opener at this track. It was at Texas, so he didn't even get to race at this track his rookie season. Last season, he was leading with 2 laps to go, got turned into the wall, and no caution was thrown. So he managed to get it around and finish 16th with a totaled out truck. And then basically his rookie season, he won this race, and he won the race before the All-Star race. He won this race, and then last season pretty much did the same thing he crashed in the season opener, which took the win away from him. He won the race before the All-Star race, and then he won this race last season, and looking to do it all over again this season. This is the first time it's been called the Menards Home Improvement 250. It was, I believe, recently the Texas Roadhouse 250. We would have to go back in the documents to see that. 12 laps to go in stage 1, though. That little bit of damage to the 11, he definitely will probably put some tape on it while he's on pit road at the end of the stage, because these trucks have about 29 laps left of fuel to get through stage 1. And next season, we'll have at road courses, there will be no stage breaks. So it's really, actually, you know what, never mind. We're not going to do that. We were going to say no stage breaks, but then, like, you really wouldn't be able to give out any points there, so never mind. We're going to follow the real life rules. So for all 9 laps that we have completed, we have been green. Luckily no cautions yet. Urban looking for his 14th win of the season, but he's still got plenty of racing to do before we can even consider that. The Xfinity races we watched over the last 2 weeks got interesting. Brandon Jones won his 2nd race of the season at Iowa, and Brandon Brown got his 2nd win of the season at Watkins Glen, and Brandon Brown actually won the Xfinity race a few weeks ago at Richmond, and so that's good. 2 wins apiece for them. A week before the Wednesday of the week of the racing at Watkins Glen, the Xfinity Series raced at the Charlotte Roval. Colby Howard picked up his 1st win of the season and locked himself into the playoffs. So the Xfinity Series is heating up, and the Cup Series is getting down to the wire this Saturday night. After this Saturday night, only 16 drivers will be in contention for the big trophy at Phoenix Raceway in the last race of the season, which is looking at the 1st weekend of June. So that will be interesting. They start with 16, then after Bristol, the Cup Series will go down to 12 cars remaining in the playoffs, and the Xfinity Series will kick their, and the round of 12 for both the Xfinity and Cup Series will kick off at Homestead Miami Raceway. The trucks do not race there, so the Truck Series playoffs start a week later at Texas, which was the 2nd race of the round of 12 for the Cup and Xfinity Series. And then the Truck Series only have 2 races in their playoff opener, their opening round of the playoffs. And then they eliminate 2 drivers, and then it's the round of 8 for the Truck Series. And then after Martinsville, all 3 series will eliminate drivers. The trucks will eliminate 2. The Xfinity and Cup Series will eliminate 4. And then it's to the round of 8. And in the round of 8, give us 1 second. I'm gonna pause for just a sec. In the round of 8, it's Chicagoland, the Charlotte Roval, and Iowa. After Iowa, the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series will eliminate 4 drivers. And then it's off to the championship 4. Which only 4 trucks, 4 cars for Xfinity and Cup Series will remain eligible for that big trophy, and only 1 driver will win it. But Truck Series still got 3 races, including this one, left to go in their regular season. Xfinity Series has 4, including this weekend's race here at Daytona. So it's Thursday night truck racing. We actually did this Martinsville week. So then tomorrow night is the Xfinity Series race, which is usually held on Friday nights. And the regular season finale for the Cup Series is usually held on Saturday nights, so that's why trucks are going to be on Thursday here, so that way fans don't stress about the broadcasts. It is going to be fun.
5
next season's going to be fun too, because next season's schedules are planned out, and we will go over them during the off season before we kick things off. So the 11, since we've stayed green, is making his way to lap traffic. Four laps to go in stage one. I would not be surprised if these last 4 laps go green. Yeah, there's really hasn't been an incident here in this stage, and if you're the leader, that's what you want to see, because it allows you to continue to pull away. 20.8 seconds back is Austin Hill, and we talked about, since he competes full-time in the Xfinity Series, this will be his last full-time Craftsman Truck Series season. He will be making only part-time starts next season, and same with Ross Chastain, since Ross Chastain does Cup racing. This will be his last full-time season. So the 11 will catch at least 1 or 2 of these lap trucks for the end of stage 1. Oh, Jason White, full-time driver, gonna go a lap down here with a few laps, with actually 2 laps to go at the line in stage 1. So he will get the, he's probably not gonna get the free pass this time, but he will at next caution, unless if a caution comes out. No, even if a caution came out now, he wouldn't get it. Mike Harmon, another full-time driver, is going to prevent from going a lap down, so he Jason White will actually get the free pass as the caution comes out to end stage 1. So most of the stage went incident free. Unfortunately, to end it, a caution came out, and Austin Hill and Grant Enfinger gained a spot each because the 11 had to fix some damage. So Austin Hill is currently the leader as the green flag is back out. Stage 2 is underway, only 19 laps in stage 2. Jason White lost a lap, and because the caution came out before the 11 could get around Mike Harmon, Jason White got his lap back and is now back in contention, as the 11 takes it 3 wide for the lead and gets it. But here comes the 4 truck. Or the 51, actually, of Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst driving for this truck race. He will be in the Xfinity Series race tomorrow night here, but he's doing double duty, doing the trucks to get some on-track experience. And we do have a truck out of the race already, and that's going to be a day killer. Looks like Natalie Decker, she has only a stage win this season, and that's not really going to help her any towards the playoffs, because after this, since she's out of this race, she knows she has 2 races left to get a win, because one, luckily for her, there's a break in between, but that's actually not lucky at the same time, because that break is a gap which she could have another race to win, and she actually has less races for a chance to win now and get into the playoffs. So she has to pick up a win either at Darlington or Bristol to lock herself into the playoffs. She could always do it on points too, If you finish inside the top 10, then you would currently be in the playoff picture. So pretty much like, it's like being in a must-win situation, but she's not that low in points to where she can do that. She could finish top 10 in both races and possibly still make the playoffs, but with the loss of points here, I just don't see that being a reality, and it would have to be a must-win for her to get into the playoffs. She could always get lucky, though. A lot of trucks could crash and go lower in the points, but like I said, there's still 2 races. Anything can happen. So far, no incidents here in stage 2, but it definitely can be bound to happen. Oh, the 11 into the wall again. Seen him get into that wall a few times tonight. The 98 of, what's his name again? Ty Majeski is in second place, and the caution comes out. That's our second caution today. So most of the stage will not go without incident, but that's okay. We re-rack them and get ready for the restart here. And the green flag is out. So one more lap than it would have been. It has been added to the final stage because we only go 19 laps here in stage 2. 13 laps go here in stage 2, and the 11's still out front. How about Kyle Busch, though? Not a full-time driver, so not eligible for playoffs, but he is up there, definitely in contention to steal one. As Austin Hill, in his final full-time season, trying to make the playoffs, he currently sits below that cut line. A top 10 finish would help him get into the playoff picture. How about Spencer Boyd? I mean, he's up there. He is not in a must-win situation. He actually could get into the playoffs on points. And you see the 11 going all over the place on the track, trying to keep those trucks behind him, too. You don't even want to lose one position. As Austin Hill is on the outside, but he gets blocked. Twelve laps to go in stage 2. The Xfinity and Cup races will be over on Twitch Sports Network 1. That's all lowercase. Twitch_sports_network 1. All lowercase, all together. Definitely check it out, the Xfinity and Cup races. We broadcast the first half of the season for the Cups and Xfinity series, and Twitch broadcasts the second half of the season for those 2 series. We do the full truck season. Well, after last season, there was talk about Twitch doing the second half of the Truck Series Season 2. Fortunately, that's not going to happen. We're going to continue to do the first half, or the full season for the Truck Series. As why don't we go on to Helmet Cam, brought to you by YouTube TV Network. And the 11 doesn't see anybody out in front of him. He just sees clean track. And that's really good if you're the leader, because obviously you want to see clean track, otherwise you're not the leader. But also what you don't want to see out that window is a truck spinning out or crashing into the wall, because that means caution. We have only had 2 cautions so far. One with 2 laps to go in stage 1, and then one recently, which with 16 laps to go here in stage 2. And now we have 10 laps to go here in stage 2. And we're going to ride around on that dash cam a little bit, and then we'll go to the roof cam next lap. right there in turn 3 last season is where Urban got turned in the season opener for it was then called the Camping World Truck Series, but now it's the Craftsman Truck Series. Got turned there, ended up finishing 16th. So that was kind of rough. That was kind of rough for him, but the wins later in the season kind of helped, but didn't make it better. And he finally got that win in the season opener of this season. Looking to do it again next season, but first he's got to focus on trying to win his 3rd championship in a row, and he can definitely do that. As we're on that roof cam now, but he can definitely do that if he continues to win races or put himself in the picture, because once he gets to he's already locked into the playoffs. All 6 winners this season are locked into the playoffs. So once he gets in the playoffs, he doesn't necessarily have to win to move on to the next round. He could just finish really good in points to move on to the next round. But a win definitely guarantees you a spot in the next round. And you know that Urban is going to pick up some wins in the playoffs. He always does. Hopefully one of them being the championship for the 3rd straight season, as there's 7 laps to go in stage 2. We had a mostly clean stage 1. It did not end under green, though. Will stage 2 end under green despite a caution with 16 laps to go? Still got 7 laps to determine that. Also, the Monster Jam Stadium Championship Series returns with their 3rd stop in San Diego this Saturday and Sunday. The arena divisions did not compete this week. Instead, they'll return to action next week with Wilkes-Barre, their city. And since those 2 arena divisions will be competing, the Stadium Championship Series will take a break. So Saturday and Sunday, San Diego for the Stadium Championship Series. And there was 4 trucks that got knocked out, and they're going to decide the 4 trucks that will replace those trucks. I gotta say, I did love that stop at Anaheim, those 2 events at Anaheim, but bring on the rest of the season. Five laps to go in stage 2. And it's just like we saw in stage 1, the 11 leading. Definitely looking to pick up the stage 2 win as well, and that will put him in with a better shot to win the regular season championship. I would say at this point it's almost guaranteed because of how many wins he has, but you still want to continue to add points and wins towards that regular season championship. Because even if a driver doesn't have more wins than you, he could still steal that regular season championship away from you by having more points than you. Your best points that you're going to get is by winning races. The regular season championship will be given out to the winner of it at Bristol in 3 weeks. So just to let you know that, the Xfinity Series regular season championship will also be given out at Bristol And the Cup Series regular season championship will be given out tomorrow night to the winner after the checkered flag flies in the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Not tomorrow, Saturday I meant. And right now, it's looking like a possible rain shower on Saturday, though, so Cup Series might not even get to action until Sunday night. 3 laps to go here in Stage 2. Oh, 11 caught the wall. That is going to slow him down a little bit. And remember, he's ended up in the wall just a few times tonight, but not really a surprise here at Daytona. It's a possibility to get in the wall, especially if you get below that apron, or just happen to go up the track too far. Not really that big of a deal. Not really that big of a deal unless if you have trucks literally right behind you. Two laps to go in Stage 2. You see the 11 caught the apron there. You don't want to ruin the chances of you winning the stage. Well, even if he did wreck, he has a high chance at winning the stage, but you don't want to crash to where it's too bad to where you take yourself out of contention for this win, because even though he doesn't really need this win because he's guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, getting this win because he hasn't been to victory lane in 3 races would be great. Alright, here we go. Final lap, Stage 2. Remember, we didn't even make it to the final lap in Stage 1. Caution came out, which ended Stage 1 under caution after pretty much an entire clean stage. We had 1 caution with 16 laps to go in this stage, and so far that's been the only caution. As the 11 heads back down the back straightaway. Remember, Jason White, he went a lap down and that caution came out, which saved him from not being the first truck 1 lap down, and then he got the free pass. And how about this? Green and white checker. Stage 2 ends under green.
Way to go, driver.
There's your top 5. So here we go. Final stage. 11 currently running 4th. Spencer Boyd to the lead. How about that? Kyle Busch on the inside of the, or not Kyle Busch. Riley Herbst on the inside of the 11. Grant, or not Grant, and Finger. We keep getting the names wrong. Ty Majeski. 57 laps to go. A push to Ty Majeski by Urban.
Still there.
And he goes low. He goes low. Still running 4th, but he goes low. He is in the draft. We'll see if the trucks lift some, but he's got to get the speed to get up there. Here he goes with a run down the back straightaway. Spencer Boyd not going to go around and block. He's going to let the 11 get that run and get the lead.
All right, you're clear.
as they head down the back straightaway. Spencer Boyd, how about it? Up to second. This is definitely going to be put him in a good spot to hopefully get into the playoffs. But like I said, he doesn't necessarily have to win to make the playoffs. But this would put him in the playoff picture. And all he has to do is hold on to that for 3 weeks. Eleven has pulled out front. So with less than 35 laps to go, these trucks will make a pit stop. Only 3 cautions in this race so far. 1 to end stage 1, 1 with 16 to go in stage 2, and then 1 to end stage 2. And so far none here in the final stage, but we know they are going to come. Those yellow flags will come out, and there's 54 to go. As we are going to head into a side-by-side break, not really, but you get the picture.
Yellow's out. Back her down.
Caution is out as we welcome you back for the first time here in the final stage. And the 11 op decides to pit, so that puts him in the back.
Ready. Hammer down. Green's out. Car down the inside.
2 trucks out of it. Tyler Ingham, one of them. That's going to definitely affect his points. As here we go, 49 to go from Daytona.
All clear.
The kickoff to our triple header, or to the triple header here this weekend. NASCAR Xfinity Series takes the track tomorrow night. Cup takes the track on Saturday night.
Careful, still there.
Chase Purdy in the 4. Definitely got to get it going. See Austin Wayne self getting pushed. Oh, contact there. Goes up the middle, gonna push Christian Eckes. Oh, get into Brett Maverick. He's got Joe Christian Eckes into the wall. Caution's gonna come out. Big wreck. Caught the 18 wrong, and big wreck it was. That's the 5th caution. Yikes.
You're coming to the green. Ready.
Green flag back out.
Still there.
Remember, with less than 35 laps to go, probably around 32 to go, these trucks will have to pit because nobody is safe to go to the end of the race.
All clear. Car there on your outside.
There's Zane Smith in front of the 11 getting a push from him. Winner last week.
Bottom looks good. Stay low, stay low.
Matt Crafton, the winner 2 weeks ago. Sheldon Creed driving the number 2 truck to try to get some extra time in before he runs the Xfinity race tomorrow.
Hold your line, got one outside.
44 to go.
Still there. Still there. All clear. All clear. Car outside. Hold your line. Clear high. Clear high.
Oh, Anderson, around he goes.
Caution.
Caution's gonna come out. Those pushes, yikes. Spencer Boyd continues to lead. Boyd.
Almost ready. Green flag. Green flag.
And
Inside.
green flag back out. That was the 6th caution. Oh, low contact. Haley Deegan though. How about her? Up there
Still there.
in the top 5. Now she's lost it.
Bottom
It's
three.
now the top
Houston
6
exceeded.
for her.
Careful. Still there. Got a car high now.
Look at that. Ty Majeski trying to go for the lead, but
Careful.
Spencer
Still there.
Boyd's not letting it happen.
Clear high. Clear high.
Oh, here comes the 11 on the high side for the lead, and he has
Bottom
it.
3. Use it if you need it. Clear all around.
$40 laps to go. The 11 is finally back out in front. After 2 cautions. $39 to go. $11 continues to lead here as we reach lap 63 of 100. 37 laps to go. We're back to the line. 36 to go at the line. How about Ty Majeski up to second? So the trucks will be pitting either next time by or next caution. We have 2 trucks out of the race. Trucks are stacked up very well. Besides the 11, he has pulled away as we're going to go into a crank it up. Well, as we get ready to continue our crank it up, we just wanted to add that it has been a long night here at Daytona, but the runs are not over yet. Some of these guys doing triple duty, and we're just going to go back into our coverage, and we'll do a crank it up maybe after the pit stops. But the 11 doing triple header, he's racing tonight, he's racing tomorrow, and he's racing Saturday night in the Cup Series. Urbane currently has a good shot to win the regular season championship Saturday night in the Cup Series. And he's going to continue to fight for it in the Xfinity and Truck Series. As there's the caution. And everybody pit, but the 11 gets back in the 22nd place.
Coming to the green. Almost ready.
There should be 33 or 30 there will be 30 laps to go when they cross the line. And every truck has enough fuel to make it to the end as they get 37 laps of fuel. So I see the trucks going all the way to the end now. As Ty Majeski out front, he is one of the trucks that doesn't really necessarily have to win to get into the playoffs, but wants to continue to finish strong so that way he can get in on points.
You're all clear on the bottom.
Oh, Austin Wainself got a little loose there as the 11 made contact with him. 11 makes contact with Josh Renume, who currently is the truck in the final spot as of right now. Probably not going to be after this race, depending on where he finishes. Tyler Hill gets a push from the 11. The 11 lets off because Tyler starts to get loose. Angela Rutsch, we talked about she has a win this season. And running in the top 12. How about Joe Nemechek? He's in the playoff picture currently, running in the top 10. Joe's going to lose it. Going to nearly lose it, actually, and that puts the 11 up into Ben Rhodes. More contact with Matt DiBenedetto. This is just pack racing at a super speedway right here. As Riley Herbst now getting a push. And now the 11's going to cut low. He's going to try to help out Matt Crafton.
Still there.
Matt Crafton was getting a push from the 11. Gotta stay above that double yellow line. He moves Matt Crafton up the track just to do that. Spencer Boyd running third. Haley Deegan in fourth. Spencer Boyd gets a shot up to second place.
Careful, still there. All right, clear outside.
Spencer Boyd looking to get a push from the 11 here. He's continuing to be pushed. Oh, he's got a push, but the 11 lets off. And now he's going to go. He's going to slide job into first.
All clear.
Off turn 4. Even if it's not a penalty, as long as you're not passing under the double yellow line, it's not a penalty. But even so, you really don't want to go down there because it slows you down a little bit. 27 laps to go. Now we're going to go back to a crank it up. 23 laps to go here in the Menards Home Improvement 250. And it's been very fun today here at Daytona. Or, yeah, tonight. Very interesting, too. A lot of the cautions came out here in Stage 3, and that most recent was our 7th caution. And it still looks like there could be room for plenty more before this race is over. The regular season finale, there might not be so much because it's a short track, and the trucks know it's a short way around the track, but there also could be, like a truck could go too fast around the corner, pile up in the turns. But right now we're on a super speedway for the 3rd and final time this season for the truck series. And now down to 22 to go. Eleven continues to lead, only 2 trucks out of the race, despite the number of cautions there were tonight. And this race starting to get down to the wire, so you would expect there to be more caution. Oh, the 11 caught the apron, controls the truck. Couple of spins on the back stretch. Definitely we had our fair share of crashes tonight. As we now have reached the 20 to go mark.
Not that long.
20 laps to go here at Daytona. So it's pretty much like stage 1 all over again, and then in a lap it'll be stage 2 all over again to the finish. Trucks should not have to pit anymore this race, as there's 19 to go. Will the 11 catch up to lap traffic? We have been green since 33 laps to go in the race. Will there be a caution? Will trucks decide to go down pit road just to guarantee? Will the 11 catch up to lap traffic? Remember, only 1 truck has gone a lap down tonight, and that was Jason White, but he got it right back as the caution came out with 2 laps to go in stage 1. Top 5 currently is the 11 of Urbane, Ty Majeski in 2nd, Spencer Boyd in 3rd, Haley Deegan in 4th, and Jordan Anderson in 5th. Down the front stretch. A cup race will actually be the 4th race at Daytona this season for the Cup Series because they ran 1 race on the road course and 3 on the, after Saturday's race, it will be 3 on the Super Speedway track. Looking for that 14th win and has a good shot to get it. Will we stay green though? That's the question here. Well, Urban has caught up to lap traffic. Can he get around them though? That's the question. There's a possible hint about the O'Reilly Auto Parts 200 becoming the Menards Home Improvement 250 and the Truck Series not racing here 3 times next season, but that's just a rumor for now, as there's 15 laps to go. So it looks like Tate Fogelman be the first truck 1 lap down. It'll actually be the 2nd truck in the whole event to go a lap down. Oh, not that good. Came up the track too far. Jason White gains a few spots, but he's going to go a lap down again when the 11 finally gets around him. And he does.
Careful, still there. Clear. All clear.
Bubba Wallace driving the 45 goes a lap down. Greenfield going a lap down.
My lane's clear. All right, you're clear.
There's the 18 of Eckes, involved in a wreck earlier tonight, along with Mike Harmon. He was going to go a lap down, and that caution with 2 laps to go in stage 1 saved him. How about that? Shoots it up the middle there to put both of them a lap down. Chase Purdy on the outside there, going to go a lap down, and on his inside, is Raja Caruth.
Stay low. Hard from the outside. Outside.
Here's Tanner Gray here, and the 15 going a lap down.
Bottom's clear.
Jesse Little going a lap down. He will be in the Xfinity Series race tomorrow night. Twelve laps to go. Bunch of trucks going a lap down. Zane Smith, winner last week, gonna go a lap down here. Tyler Hill, contact there.
All right, you're clear.
11 to go here from Daytona. Renume. This will affect his points. Chastain going the lap down. Sheldon Creed throwing a very unnecessary block there. Remember, he's only part-time because he's running Xfinity Series.
Stay low, stay low. All right, clear outside.
Ten laps go at the line. Joe Nemechek, this will affect his points too.
10 to go.
Going a lap down. This pretty much could seal it for anybody in the top 10.
All right, you're clear.
In reality, it's really only anybody in the top 4 because 6 drivers already locked into the playoffs. The rest of the trucks will go below the cut line that finish outside the top 4. Gustine running 13th. How about that? Nicely driven race for him. As we're at 10 to go, finally. And Rhodes running 12th. He won a race at Martinsville earlier this season. The last time we raced on a Thursday night. Always going to get a push here, a little push from the leader, and almost get turned, but the leader decided to stay high to go around Angela Rutch, also winner 4 races ago.
All clear.
Her points will not be affected because she's already locked into the playoffs. Matt Benedetto running 10th.
Careful, still there. Bottom 3. Use it if you need it.
Stuart Friesen running 9th. How about that? He's only won 1 race on this track, and that was the season opener last season.
You're clear.
I believe he does have a win this season. Austin Hill running 8th. There's Matt Crafton, winner 2 races ago. Before the end of the race, everybody might be a lap down. If we go green to the end, this will be the most laps at Daytona this season completed under green. The season opener had 25 laps go in that race, and all 25 of those laps went caution free, as we're now down to 7 to go. Can it be 33 laps without a caution?
All clear.
Last caution was with 36 laps to go. Ty Majeski in 2nd, gonna go a lap down here.
Don't move, stay high. Clear low, bud.
Six laps to go. We'll be getting the 5 to go signal next time by. 5 to go. Signal is out.
5 to go, 5 to go.
Four to go. Everybody a lap down. They're gonna need a caution for anybody to get back on the lead lap. And most likely only one, depending on how many restarts it takes, is gonna get that free pass, which would be Ty Majeski. Laps to go. Coming to 2 laps to go. 11's catching lap traffic again. Can he get there before the end of the race?
Yellow's out.
Caution is out with 2 laps to go. He will not get to the tail end to put the driver 2 laps down. And Ty Majeski gets the free pass. And here we go with overtime. So it's a 2-lap shootout. Green-white checkered finish. The leader takes the white flag under green. Next flag ends it. Caution prior. We re-rack him and restart him as the green flag is out. And I hope you got all that when we sound like an auctioneer, but we have to get it said fast. So basically we'll say it again because we said it fast. This is a 2-lap shootout. Green-white checkered finish. If the leader takes the white flag under green, next flag ends the race. Caution prior. We re-rack him and restart him. And the trucks behind the leader are desperately trying to get up there to get their lap back, but they're nowhere near going to be able to be in contention for the win, as their contention ended when they went a lap down and weren't able to recover. So we went 31 green flag laps in that final stage, here in the final stage, and that is the most for the truck series here at Daytona. The previous was 25 green flag laps. That was a 31 green flag lap run, and unfortunately, it would not end under regulation. Instead, it's most likely going to end here in overtime as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go, presented by Urbane Woodworking. Final lap to go here at Daytona. Took an additional 3 laps, but it's going to end now. Rather, it ends under caution or ends under the under green with the checkers. That was our 8th caution, the most recent caution. Ty Majeski stuck at the tail end of the field, so he is no longer a contender. And here goes the leader through turns 3 and 4. Hasn't won in 3 races. Picking up his 14th win of the season tonight here on the high banks of Daytona. More points towards his regular season championship as Mason Urbane does it at Daytona and wins the Menards Home Improvement 250 in dominant fashion, really. The groundskeepers will have to fix that grass for both the Xfinity and Cup races. And there he goes with his burnout to celebrate. It's been 3 races since he last did one of those. Now he does it again here at Daytona. Stopping on the start-finish line there. Let's do a race recap. So, lap 1, the leader drops back to 2nd place here. Urban does. Austin Hill takes over the lead, but lap 1, he's going to make a pass for 1st place. Lap 19, gonna win stage 1 under the yellow flag. Lap 22, from 3rd place, makes a pass for 1st, takes it 3 wide. Lap 41, gonna win stage 2 here. Now lap 44. And he's going to make a pass for 2nd place. Lap 44, going to go for 1st place. '52, here we go. Going to make a pass for 23rd place. I believe this is when he decided to pit. And 52 gonna make a pass for 21st place. Same with lap 52. Here's the incident. Turns Christian Eckes into the wall, and a big wreck occurs at the tail end of the pack. Caution comes out. Lap 56. Urban's going to make a pass for 17th. And then go to 15th on the same lap. Lap 56 can go to 10th place here. Lap 57 going to make a pass for 8th place. And lap 60 going to make a pass for 5th. Lap 60 also going to make a pass for 3rd here. And on the same lap, lap 60 going to drop back to 4th. Lap 60 going to drop back to 5th. And lap 60 again, going to make a pass for 3rd. Lap 60, same lap, going to pass for 1st place. A lot of moves there on lap 60. Lap 71, going to make a pass for 17th as he decided to, or as he had to pit with everybody else. Same lap, he's going to make a pass for 15th place. Lap 72, going to make a pass for 11th. And going to make a pass for 10th place on lap 72 here. Little contact between Matt DiBenedetto and him. Lap 72, again, pass for 8th place. A lot of moves on this lap, too. And lap 72, making a pass for 5th here. Some contact, but he actually moved Matt Crafton up the track to get into contention for that. And now lap 73, he's going to make a pass for 4th. Lap 73, he's also going to pass for 3rd. Also on lap 73, going to make a pass for first place. Here he goes, up the middle, 3 wide, crossover on Ty Majeski. Here we go, lap 103. To the checkered flag goes the leader. He wins it. Here it is, Victory Lane celebration. Here in Rudolph Mortgage Victory Lane. Okay, we took a screenshot there, sorry. And here it goes. Fastest lap, 49.600. That was led by the winner. 89 laps out of the 100 led by Urbane in the 11. Matt Craftsman starting 32nd, finishing 8th. And Spencer Boyd starting 8th and finishing 24th. Oh, he was running up there all night long. And unfortunately was unable to finish the deal. Now let's go to the results. Let's determine who is in the playoff picture and who is not. So Riley Herbst is not a full-time driver, so he will not be in the playoff picture. But first we start with Ty Majeski. He finished 2nd, so he currently has the 7th seed in the playoffs if the regular season was to end today. Jordan Anderson has the 8th seed if the playoffs began today. Coming in the 9th seed if the regular season ended today is Haley Deegan. How about that? And the 10th and final seed if the regular season ended today goes to, oh, how about that, Matt DiBenedetto. All right, first one out of the playoffs if the regular season ended today would be Stuart Friesen. He currently sits in 11th place, the first one out. And Matt Crafton is not, because he has a win, so he currently has a win and has the 5th seed in the playoffs. He's locked in. Ben Rhodes locked in with a win. So in the 12th seed, the second one out if the regular season ended today would be Austin Hill. So the 11th and 12th seed, they have a chance to get in the playoffs on points. But the 13th seed down is where you pretty much would have to win or hope something happens to the contenders or to people in points. That way you could get it. Next one in, not Angela Rutsch, because she's already in on points. She has the 4th seed. Gus Dean would be the next one out in the 13th seed. So either he needs to make up points and hopefully something happens to Austin Hill and Stuart Friesen and maybe even anybody in the playoffs, or he's gonna have to win. Joe Nemechek was in the playoff picture. He is now out in 14th place. Hang on. So 2 more trucks here. Tyler Hill in the 15th seed. He's definitely gonna have to win or make up points. And Zane Smith won last week, so not him. Ross Chastain, his final full-time season here in the Truck Series. He currently is in the 16th seed. So those 6 trucks are out of playoff contention. The 4 trucks in the picture is Ty Majeski, Jordan Anderson, Haley Deegan, and Matt DiBenedetto. Who will make the playoffs and who won't? Well, we continue our action next week at Darlington next Friday afternoon. During the daylight hours, the Xfinity race will be under the lights. By the way, the trucks will race at 3:30 p.m. next Friday at Darlington. And we'll see where our playoff picture goes from there. And then it's a break. The trucks will not race at Talladega. And then 2 weeks, or 3 weeks from now, but 2 weeks from Darlington is the regular season finale at Bristol, and that is the driver's last chance to get into the playoffs on points or with a win. So there's 2 races to go in the regular season for the Craftsman Truck Series here. Like we said before, who gets in the playoffs and who doesn't? We will continue our action next Friday at 3:30 p.m. at Darlington Raceway. Until then, so long. Enjoy the Xfinity and Cup race on Twitch Sports Network 1 tomorrow and Saturday.